Hi, welcome to another video for simonsvideo.com, and my name is Simon Tay, and today I'm going to do another subscriber base review part 4. And today the date is 23rd of July, so whatever email that we have sent in the past, I will delete off. Send again with the highest resolution according to the description below how you send it, fully zoom out and the highest resolution possible, and I will include that in the part 5 lottery for the subscriber base review. Because I have been overwhelmed by too many emails, I need to set a date when you can send the email so that I will not be overwhelmed because it's really too many of them to actually sort out and see who is eligible, because some actually send in too low resolution and I have to do a little bit of enhancement. So let's get down to it. Okay, first from here, Diego Wong base is a very nice base. I like this base very much, although it does have some flaws. First thing I like to comment is he did listen to my older base review. All the resource are split in between non-resource buildings except for this one. And you can see that all the resources are very spread out. It's very difficult for maybe 10 goblins to take out one gold mine and then go to the next collector without being mowed down by maybe the archers or cannon. So basically this is the perfect kind of positioning. You can see that it is very hard for the goblins to get all the resources unless you deploy all spread out. And but personally, if you spread out all your troops in an attack, it's definitely very hard to overwhelm the whole base. It's much easier to overwhelm one direction of the base to get your objective, like the gold storage or elixir storage. But for this case, it's very hard to lazy farm this particular base. Okay, from here you can see that this maze is staggered in such a way that guys, if you're using staggering, right, the idea is to make sure that the wall breakers doesn't break one wall, like a T-junction wall. Maybe here you can see, if a T-junction wall, you can break two spaces at once in a single wall break. But for these instances, I like the staggering, but because of the spring trap that you place in this position, it makes no more sense for staggering. In this event, you have towers in between the spring traps, which means only giant will step onto the spring trap and then stop on top of it. But for the goblins, you will go straight in and try to harvest the wall on the internal side. For example, here or here. Position of the mortar is very nice. It's almost center with a triangular equilateral triangle with equal distance from each other. And I like you do value your Burger King, your Barbarian King, and you put your clan castle on the side, which is very easy to lure out. But it depends on individual. Personally, I like the clan castle to be in the middle of the base. If it's a 1 or 2 attack from the side, for example attacking the town hall, if you put in the center, the clan castle troop will not come out, which is a good thing. That means you waste less reinforcement in a single attack. But I like all your air defenses is in the center and is in a triangle formation, which is good. And your archers is, let me see, archers 1 2 3 4, which is roughly there, almost pentagon, but not very perfect pentagon. Okay, for the archers and cannon is slightly off the pentagon shape, but because of your design of your base, it is very hard to balance it totally, but it's roughly there. So this base is relatively good. I recommend people to try it out and experiment with this particular base. The next base is by Tony, is GWWWH. Okay, for this particular base, I've mentioned about the T-junction break over here, and for this particular junction, it's still possible to do a T-junction break because a single staggering will still be able to break by the wall breakers. and for here as well, this particular area, and what else over here as well. The reason why is the wall breakers have splash damage for 2 walls, I think 2.5 walls. So if you drop in the wall breakers at the corner over here, this staggering is not enough to save the 2 section of the wall. And you'll break in the center and break the 2 walls, 2 section, and expose it with a single wall break. And as for a Town Hall 7, your walls are relatively low level, so I find this is slightly premature. Town Hall, that means you didn't really max out everything before you upgrade to Town Hall 8. So try to upgrade everything else before you upgrade your Town Hall from this moment on, because it's very exposed at this particular point of time. And there's a couple of spaces here, meaning your cannon may not be able to cover this particular this gold mine from an archer attack from I think 4 spaces away. So this cannon may not be able to protect this gold mine. Try not to put your mortar in a situation that is within 1 layer of wall. For example, here you got your essential air defense is exposed, your mortar is exposed by a single wall break over here. Over here, you break through, you got 3 essential towers, the cannon, the air defense, and the mortar exposed. So let's say if I'm the enemy, I'll go here and then get rid of 3 essential towers with the dark elixir drill. But I understand you purposely put a lot of traps, spring traps over here. May or may not work. But if there is like the idea of a massive attack over this side, yes, you'll take out majority of the troops using the spring trap when they go over this direction. Over here as well, you got the gold storage and the elixir storage with a T-junction break here. That means they can break 1 wall and then T-junction break the middle part here. And they get 1 elixir and 1 gold storage. Although it's not very high level, gold storage may not be a lot of resource inside, but it's still very vulnerable. I can see you have high trophy levels. 1600 is around the level where a lot of players are already having level 5 troops, and I believe you do not have level 5 troops at the moment. And your defense is relatively weak, so I recommend you to go down to maybe 1200 trophies to encounter Town Hall 7 players, but you will get less resource at that particular trophy levels. But it's a very unfortunate because you'll be overwhelmed by a lot of enemy, especially you are a trophy base. You might be attacked more than once per offline, so you lose a lot of resource, and it's very hard for you to upgrade your defenses and your walls. I believe your gold will be constantly be harvested by high level players, so be very careful on that. Archer, max a lot of archer on the top side, 2 archers on the bottom right. It's not very balanced. Okay, so the next is by Wingwing is YJHW. Okay, for this is a particular base is very basic for a lot of people who will make the same kind of design. Is first thing I need to note is the T-junction. A lot of T-junction is very vulnerable to single wall breakers attack at this T-junction. And if they attack, for example here, and they expose two spaces, and for this, after breaking this, they can break another wall breakers here, they expose another 2 T-junction break. The same thing goes to here and here. So it depends on you whether you want to stagger your walls up to 2 layers or not. Another thing is your resource of the elixir collector and gold mine. I see that you have bunched them up together. That means maybe 10 goblins with a few barbarians and archers can overwhelm this 2 section of the elixir collector and gold mine. The rest here is good. It's a bit separated by some non-resource building. but for this two section is a little bit too concentrated. Try to spread them out. Okay, next, your gold storage is exposed. Gold is very hard to accumulate. Personally, I value gold more than elixir. So you need to protect your gold storage more than your elixir storage. So try to put them inside here, or at least one of the gold storage inside will be the best. Well, for this particular base, the balancing of mortar is good. It's inside. The air defense is in the internal side, so it's not exposed, which is good. The mortar, the cannon is sorry. Okay, the cannon is relatively alright. Archer is slightly off balance. It's more on the bottom side. One idea of making your base more balanced is to balance the defensive structure first, then you put the walls, so that you will have a balanced building of your base will be much balanced. Do not put the wall first and then try to balance your defensive structures. That will be much harder to design, right? So basically this base is still, I believe, still can be improved. So basically that's it for this subscriber base review part 4, and I really hope you like this video. And of course, do comment in the comment section below what you like and what you do not like. Right, of course, do share to this video to people who needs it, and of course do subscribe. Right, so thank you very much for watching Simon's video. Have a nice day. See ya. Bye bye. To support for this podcast, please visit simonvideo.com for more podcasts and application reviews. Thank you very much.